Let's count down the top 10 rides at Blizzard Beach. Number 10 Cross Country Creek. After gushing down Summit Plummet or joining the Queen of Ice themselves in the new for 2023 Frozen themed play area, there is no better way to splash, relax, on those hot Floridian days than at Cross Country Creek, the park's lazy river of sorts, because no matter your reason for visiting the creek, before you know it, your calm relaxing dinghy ride through 3,000 feet of polar-inspired paradise will be interrupted by both humongous waterfalls coming out of nowhere, in addition to people like me who prefer the idea of dipping rather than sitting. Number 9 Ski Patrol Training Camp. Becoming a ski patroller is no easy job for even the most knowledgeable of Arctic explorers, and so before we can even take to the tippy top of the mountain tops, you will first need to complete the training camp, where crossing moving icebergs and zip wire into shallow waters below is the aim of the game. Sounds brilliant, right? Just be aware though that this cool camp is designed for the younger trainees out there, meaning that whilst anyone can still slip around 4 out of the 5 challenges, unfortunately it is the zip wire that cannot be undertaken unless you are 5 feet or below. Number 8 Meltaway Bay. If you want to encounter 6-foot tall surfboard waves, then be sure to visit Disney World's other water park, Typhoon Lagoon. However, as someone who always goes to the deepest part of that one, it is very obvious to see that not everyone enjoys being slammed into by waves taller than the average human. And that, my friend, is when the bay comes in, because even though they're a lot more frequent, its smaller size enables all visitors, snowmen and not, to feel the chills of the waves rising underneath them without completely submerging underneath, thanks to, unlike Typhoon Lagoon, it allowing dinghies within. Number 7 Snowstormers. Gather your 2 closest friends to turn into frenemies, because a storm has hit Mount Gushmore, creating a racing route that is sure to blow you all away. Ding ding. Although not for the reason you may think, because whilst having a family water slide in the remains of an old ski course is totally awesome, and let's be honest, who doesn't enjoy a little competition in their water park day? Compared to all the other razor slides, it does lack on both lanes and thrills, until realising that the storm has taken head-to-head seriously, with it being completed on your front. Number 6 Runoff Rapids. Now, as you can probably guess, this is no ordinary Blizzard themed water park. However, as much as zip wiring over icy waters or heading down the 3rd tallest water slide in the world is bone-chillingly fun, nothing beats a good old-fashioned dinghy ride, and there is no better one to take on than Mount Rushmore's very own Runoff Rapids, because as soon as you've collected your dinghy, luckily at the top of a mountain, you will get the choice out of 3 distinctly different slides, however all amazing and providing both indoor and outdoor thrills for the entire family to enjoy. Number 5 Downhill Double Dipper. Okay, I never thought I'd be saying this, but my favourite part of our next slide is the ending. And before you all start yelling at me, going it must be that hypothermia kicking in, just hear me out, as do not get me wrong, racing down its short and sweet layout, consisting of some of the craziest airtime bumps, is super cool, although nothing beats the sensation of reaching such a fast speed that when you pass the final finish line, which fun fact your time will be recorded on, you will quite literally be flying over water and possibly even bashing into the rubber barriers at the end, just like my dad did. Number 4 Teamboat Springs. As we get closer to our number 1 spot, you will begin to realise that Blizzard Beach is home to many world record holders, and one that is quite often looked past is that Teamboat Springs is in fact the longest family raft ride on the planet, meaning that you and up to 5 others will be able to share those much beloved family thrills, spills and in this instance chills for a lot longer than your average adventure, making possibly the extremely long queues that it can get somewhat worth it. Also a thing to know before you go, if your team has less than 4 people in it, you may be paired with some other guests. Number 3, Toboggan Racers. On your marks, get set, snow, snow, snow. As after 2 incredible races and many horrendous puns along the way, we have now made it to my personal favourite one, cause similar to the best parts of both combined, not only will you be able to reach some totally bonkers speeds as you bounce your way down the 8 lanes of melting mayhem, yet at the same time all of the participants will be doing it on their bellies, thus leaving one question remaining: are you speed or someone like me who'd rather watch this action-packed toboggan race whilst rising up to the top of Mount Gushmore on the ski lifts? Number 2, Slush Gusher. When you think of the scariest adventure at the park, you would most likely think of the notorious Summit Plummet. Nevertheless, the lesser known one, Slush Gusher, that everyone thinks to go on if they can't brave the big drop, is a whole lot worse, with for starters it only standing 30 foot smaller at a still unreal height of 90 feet, plus those 2 so-called calmer bounces will not slow you down your descent, but rather send you flying off the slide and into the air, all before landing back down into the snowy waters. So yeah, you better not underestimate this slide, as it has brought thrills to a whole new horizon. Number 1, Summit Plummet. If you are scared of heights, speeds or simply plummeting down the edge of a 120-foot mountain range, it is probably best to look away now, as this truly iconic slide is anything but for the faint of snowmen. Saying that though, if you do choose to rise to the top of a 120-foot mountain and possibly endure the near vertical drop, fortunately you will not be experiencing the jump despite what it may seem, and actually have a thrillingly awesome rush to the bottom that still to this day, 7 years since I took my last ride, will still be in your memories. Thank you all for watching, bye bye.